NHL history since they started counting tackles has done it 3 games in a row. If he can do it again tonight, that's his 3rd game in a row at 10 or more tackles. Solomon Elimimian did it last year, back-to-backs against Edmonton and
Illegal
Ottawa.
contact. Calgary. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
So first down off the penalty.
Just 1 tackle behind Solomon Elimimian coming in.
And on pace for 131, which would be a Stampeder club record. Of course, back in the days of Wayne Harris, they did not keep the tackle statistic. Jennings in trouble again, and he is dropped again. Micah Johnson finished it off, but credit for that sack will go to Jagarrett Davis, who had 3 pressures the last time these 2 teams met.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jagarrett Davis, just take a look at these D linemen right up front here. Jagarrett Davis is now starting to work himself into the conversation of the guys like Charleston Hughes, Odell Willis, Sean Lemon, the premier rush ends in the league. Jagarrett Davis is now in that conversation.
13 pressures for Davis in the last 4 games. He just added his 4th sack of the season. 2nd and long, more trouble, and down he goes again. This time, it's James Waters. And that front 4 of Calgary dominating early.
Got Jonathan Jennings early in this game looking at the rush. Quarterback who's now takes a quick look to his right, and then you see him hopping in the pocket, escaping quickly, has to escape quickly. He's got his eyes down now looking at the defensive line, and that's when you put a quarterback in an uncomfortable situation.
They had 2 sacks against BC back in mid-August. They have 3 already in the opening 9 minutes. So Long stands in his end zone, does have a breeze in his back. Kick will bounce short, though. Not a good punt into the wind. It'll sit on the Calgary 47-yard line. A big hit by Adrian Clark. But terrific field position thanks to that ferocious front of Stampeders. They have Jonathan Jennings in their sights early in this one. Fame game last night, and it had a BC Calgary flavor with G. Roy Simon. There's Kelvin Anderson. Mike O'Shea, of course, entering the hall. Former Stampeder president Stan Schwartz, Brian Towers. Our congratulations to the Hall of Famers. Wally Bono prior to the game was talking about how good a player Kelvin Anderson was, and you don't necessarily automatically get the trip to the Hall of Fame because of your blocking ability, but he thought Anderson, you know, despite the 8 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, was so key in protecting quarterbacks and being a big part of the 2 Grey Cups he was here in Calgary.
Yeah, Dave Dickinson said this week on radio here in Calgary, played with Calvin Anderson. Calgary running back went down. Calvin Anderson took over for him and never lost his job again.
Bengals, a big stick there at the end of the play. Purifoy and Elimimian on the scene. No Kamar Jordan, no Navaris Daniels, no Lamar Durant. It's a revamped receiving crew for Bo Levi Mitchell.
Yeah, one of the reasons that Bo Levi Mitchell's numbers are down, there's 2 reasons for it. One is the changes in the receiving corps, and you know, just the fact that the chemistry has to be built with the new guys coming in, and also that arm. I mean, his right arm has bothered him this season, and he's been working through it.
2nd and 3. And then throw to Markin Michelle, caught, and a first down, the initial first down of the game for the Stampeders.
Of the top 9 quarterbacks, Bo Levi Mitchell's completion percentage ranks 8th. He's 5th in yards. That's not Bo Levi Mitchell type numbers. However, this is what he does. He wins. He wins games. He finds a way to win games.
He drives teams 69 yards in the final minute.
Exactly.
To win games. Like he did last week at Commonwealth. Play action fake. Gonna look. Got him. Open. Markin Michelle. Touchdown. Stampeders have the opening major.
Well, it's one thing as a defensive back to study and watch film, watch the route combinations, and then make an educated guess or gamble. It's another to just flat out guess. And Anthony Gator's going to flat out guess here that this is a curl route and jump it. And Markin Michel gives him a little shoulder fake in there and then takes it down, straight down the field for a touchdown.
Leads the league in average catch at 21.7 yards. The convert good from Rennie Paredes, who missed a pair last week. But Michel has the Stampeders breaking out on top again.
Boy, and in a man-to-man situation, it looked like that's what it was for the BC Lions. You've got to be focused on the man that you are covering. Just a little pump fake there from Bo Levi Mitchell. And he had Anthony Gator hook, line, and sinker on that fake. A little shoulder fake on the curl route. Combination with the pump there from Bo Levi Mitchell. And Gator gets caught.
3 plays, 45 yards and a touchdown. The 17th touchdown pass of the year for Bo Levi Mitchell. And Michel has thrived in this offense in a relief role with all the injuries. Well, another Calgary first quarter lead. Brady from the 13. And contained inside the 30 as Jonathan Jennings tries to solve what has been the puzzle of this Calgary defense in the first quarter.
Well, early on here again, this is a team, Jonathan Jennings, that, you know, with his win-loss record 18-13. This has been a team that has given him all kinds of problems. 1-3 in the regular season, 0-2 in the playoffs for Jennings. And you take a look at those touchdown-interception ratio. He's already thrown one here in this one tonight.
Start at the 29. They start again on the ground. Jeremiah Johnson with a nice move and into the second level, into the secondary, and up to the 50-yard line. That's a 20-yard run, the 6th 20-yarder of the season for Jeremiah Johnson.
This could really help a struggling quarterback, a quarterback that can go to play action and get that extra second or two. Get Micah Johnson and Jagarrett Davis off of him, and we haven't even talked about Charleston Hughes yet. We'll be talking about him before it's over. You can count on it. But a good running game will help Jennings in a big way.
First down at the 50. Whoa, handed off inside again. There's a little traffic in the backfield, but Johnson gets it 5 to the 55.
That was almost a collision right in front of Jennings. Rolly Lumbala was in there as a fullback. You got Jeremiah Johnson, and there's Lumbala, there's Johnson, and then there's one coming from the right to left this way, and there's almost a clue. Watch this. They
look like they're fighting over a parking spot at Christmas. 21 yards already for Johnson on the ground here in the first quarter. 2nd and 5. Jennings will throw, looking for Nick Moore, and he can't stretch out to bring it in. Tight coverage by Jamar Wall.
You'll say that a lot tonight, Chris, that tight coverage by this Calgary secondary. They're a little banged up, too. That was a tough series, back-to-back games with the Edmonton Eskimos, and they were physically beat up. I mean, both teams were, but a couple of nicks that the secondary in Calgary had to work through this week, but they're all in the lineup, and they're good cover guys, so there'll be a lot of contested throws here.
The punt from Finch awaiting around the 10. And this one sails into the end zone. And Finch deep will take a knee, and BC's on the board.
Good punt, not what he wanted.
69-yard punt. Shaw Road to the Grey Cup keeps rolling tomorrow. Red Blacks take on the Owls. Catch it at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TSN 1, 3, and 5. So Bo back to work. The Lions snapped his 17-game streak with a touchdown pass in the first meeting of the year, but he has one early in this game on that connection with Mark and Michelle. Stamps start at their 35 and Messam on the ground. Hauled down by Elimimian. Couple on the play for the league's leading rusher and leading rushing touchdown man.
62 starts. This is 63 for Mitchell. He's won 52 games. Best winning percentage of any quarterback in the game's history. And they are hot at home. 15 straight wins here at McMahon Stadium.
7th longest home winning streak in league history. There's a lot of win streaks on the line here. Second down, Mitchell bouncing in the pocket. He's in trouble, and he's dropped back at the 24. Mikhail Brooks on the scene, along with Ken Boatwright.
Yeah, Mikhail Brooks, he starts here, and he's going to try and get in that A-gap between center and guard. He gets a push. They move Craig Rowe inside, so he keeps contained, doesn't give Mitchell a chance to escape out the right side of the formation there. Rumors are that Alex Bazzi is very close to returning to the BC Lions. They could use his help off the edge.
Wally Buono indicating he expects to see Bazzi in the next couple of days. We've got a challenge on the play. Dave Dickinson has thrown his challenge flag, so it's early.
Very early to do it.
Calgary is challenging the play. There's legal contact by their number 3, BC number 3, on their number 84.
Okay, well, that's Buddy Jackson for the Lions in coverage. Save a lot of yardage and get the down over if they can get it. Let's take a look. I'll try and find Buddy Jackson for you. It's away from the play. Okay, I got him right here, number 3 in your short side of the field. A lot of jam in 5, can't grab, certainly.
And hard to say when the play's over.
Well, I think it's, but the continuation of it, the question is that arm around the waist, did it impede the receiver in his route? If the command center believes that, then it's a first down for Calgary. It still is early for Dave Dickinson to use that challenge, even if he wins it.
Almost like he's taking the temperature of the game and feels like they need to build some early momentum. Otherwise, the Lions get the ball, good field position. Punt returners awaiting at midfield if Maver has to punt.
That contact was inside 5 yards, but even though it's inside of 5 yards, you still can't impede or grab the receiver around his chest or waist. You can jam if you're in front of him between the line of scrimmage and 5 yards downfield.
I'm not missing the multiple breaks we used to have for these challenges, are you?
No, the rule change has been a good one, and there's been a couple of times where there's been a missed call where a challenge was possible, but the coach didn't have the challenge.
After review, we have legal contact, holding, BC number 3. It's a 10-yard penalty and a first down.
Well, that does keep Calgary on the field. They get a first down.
Yeah, I mean, again, the arm around the waist by Buddy Jackson is what they determined to be enough of a grab to impede Begelton. Now, the question again, though, I have is Dave Dickinson wins the challenge. gets a new set of downs, gets the field position back, even if they go to and kick here. All pluses for Calgary, but it's still so early. He may need that challenge. He doesn't have a challenge now. Win or lose, you don't get another one.
But they do have a first down at the 48, and looks like they draw the Lions offside. There was contact. Let's see if BC was drawn.
Mark Washington's starting to move around his D-line a little bit. Just mix it up, move Craig Rowe inside. They're trying to get almost a bit of a Saskatchewan look. You know how Chris Jones likes to have his D-linemen kind of walk around and hit different gaps, not really line up in a stance before the snap, give the O-line a chance to decide who's blocking who.
Tied for last in sacks and quarterback pressures coming into the game.
Offside, BC number 91. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And it's Junior Luke, the rookie, who gets flagged.
Can't end the quarter on a penalty. They'll go one more play.
So 1st and 5. Rob Cote in the game. Messam takes the handoff and charges forward. Runs over TJ Lee.
Hang on. Hang on, TJ.
That's a scary sight. Lee 5'9", 190. He's got the 254-yarder coming down on him. Big defense for Calgary in the first quarter. And a touchdown for Markin Michel. Stamps up 7-1 after one. Among his numbers in the opening quarter, we did see some stout defense from both sides.
Well, the Calgary Stampeders controlled the line of scrimmage, and 3 sacks in the first quarter. Their defensive line winning that battle right now. Jonathan Jennings is looking at the rush. You're looking at the rush. You're not looking at your receivers, and Lions got to fix that up front.
It was a subtle challenge by Dave Dickinson at this point in the game.
Yeah.
It may have really good returns, though.
Well, yeah, they get another first down. They've got a chance now with the wind at their back. They're going, even if they had to kick at this point, they've got the wind behind them. I get all of that. It just, with the new rules, it is a little bit risky to challenge in the first quarter. I mean, if this does come down to a one-possession game and it's a questionable interference call or hit to his quarterback or something like that, Dave Dickinson will not be able to challenge the play. But this could turn into points, which is good for Calgary.
First down, a slant. Michel drops it incomplete. Ronnie Yell there defensively. You lose guys like Jordan and Daniels and Durant and have so many new faces in here. You're going to, as Calgary has in recent weeks, relied on all 3 phases contributing to win football games.
And like Milt said, I mean, they've got Bo Levi Mitchell at quarterback, and Rod Smith could probably play slot back and he'd get him the ball.
Big guy can play anywhere.
Well, that's true. Look out!
Messam was lined up by Purifoy. Pass incomplete, but that might have been Richter's scale.
I was going to say, even though Purifoy is small, he brings it. Now he'll hit, and he's got that reputation through his time in Florida. And this one was Jerome Messam reaching for the ball that's behind him without being able to see where that contact is coming from. Purifoy pulls off it a little bit.
So Mavor now will look for the corner, the league leader, with 7 punts inside the 10. Going to the far sideline drive, and fielded by Williams inside the 5. Chris Williams brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a bit surprising that he didn't let that one go into the end zone.
Yeah, that's a mistake. I agree. These are small things, but the little things add up. That was caught by Chris Williams right on the 5-yard line, or right around there.
The ball is in flight, holding. BC number 91. It's half the distance to goal. It's first down.
Now they get terrible field position.
Yeah, Junior Luke called on the hold. That was a special team tackle with a long snapper, Pierre-Luc Caron. And they're going to start at the 1-yard line. call it a yard and a half out, so you're about 108 yards away, Jonathan Jennings. Heavy set with Lambala at tight end. Play call being changed from his end zone. Lead on. It is Lambala out in the flat, and he'll run it out close to the first down. In fact, looks like he's got it at the 12. So Rolly Lambala has his 4th catch of the year.
But still pressure, Chris, from the Calgary defense. And look at the lineup for the BC Lions. I mean, they've got double tight and a fullback. I mean, they're trying to bring as many as they can to protect Jennings, and he's still on the run, throwing off his back foot, trying to get it out to his fullback. Now, it's a big play, gave him some breathing room, but Jennings had to improvise.
Williams in motion. And the quick hitter inside is incomplete. Intended for Burnham, who's riding 3 consecutive 100-yard games.
When you get pressure like Calgary's got pressure, your defensive secondary can then play so much more aggressively because they know there's no chance for double moves. So you can jump slants like that if you're Tommy Campbell or Ciante Evans. You can jump those quick routes because you know that your pass rush is going to get there. They don't have time to double move you.
The Lions 1 for 5 on second down conversions. Jennings 2 for 5 in the game, and looks for Arsenault first time in a big second down conversion catch for Manny Arsenault, who had 12 in the previous 5 games as his season heats up.
Boy, a nice look off here from Jennings. Go back and show you that in a second. They're going hurry up on the line of scrimmage, but a nice look off by Jennings there. He looked wide and then went right down the hash mark to Manny Arsenault.
25 yards on the connection. Jennings looking for Burnham again, and it is broken up by Shaq Richardson.
Good knockout. Let me take you back to that catch by Manny Arsenault over the middle. I want to show you the look off by Jonathan Jennings. Here he goes now. He goes in the snap. Go ahead and run it, guys, and I'll show you where he starts to look off. He takes this and gets him out of the hole. Stop it there. See, he's looking in this direction, and he's going to throw the football right down here. That's a step further for Jennings. That holds the coverage. Makes you feel like he's going to throw it to the other side. That got him 25 yards and out of the hole. At least if they punt now, the BC Lions have got that field position back.
Second and 10. Here comes pressure again. And down he goes. Alex Singleton gets home with his 3rd sack of the year.
Well, they just get there. This time, Singleton is going to spy and basically not going a blitz. He's just lined up right here at middle linebacker, but he's just taking a look and deciding late. Whichever side Jennings tries to escape, that's where he's going to go. Great anticipation to see that his escape lane was to Jennings' right, and he tracks him down, closes in a hurry. This team gets after the quarterback.
4th sack of the game. Number 2 in sacks coming in. Long flag comes down as contact on the punter. Finch will just skip out at the Calgary bench.
It's going to be a new set of downs.
Roughing the punter or contacting? Sort out the penalty when we come back.
Calgary number 23.
Alex Singleton at the heart of that ferocious Stampeder defense.